Welcome to this channel. So yesterday I shared a YouTube on the truth of the internal Qigong and meditations. And I got a few messages from our friends asked me to further illustrate what do I mean by one need to use a laying posture to develop that skill before one can stand to develop that skill. And also asking me about the device or the tools or the fitness tracker which is needed or which can monitor and verify the practice of internal Qigong or meditations. So today I like to share with you so that you can see it clearly, okay? So that you'll be able to get result. There's no point for us to playing guessing game or selling snake oils. And for our friends who don't know this and has been practiced internal or Qigong or meditations, you can actually get result if you follow this, what I'm sharing with you. There's no point to get into all kinds of theoretical argument and so forth. So, let's take an example. Say everybody heard about 6 healing sound, right? You see everybody practice 6 healing sound, you know, the real grandmaster like Grandmaster Ma Li Tang. They practice 6 healing sound standing, okay? So, say they practice the heart handling is there's heart handling, okay? Handling the heart, internal organs, heart. You see, I didn't make any sound. That is the proper practice. It's not like what you see in the YouTube, people making this whatever heck, okay? No. Now, when I do this, I need to loose up my my heart when I practice this heart sound. Even though my body is moving, my heart, the area, the inside, yes, the organ side inside has to loose up. You can feel it. It loose up. Those who really develop it can feel it. While you exhale, it loose up. Now the problem is like this. If I do not know how to loose up my entire body by joints and everything, and follow my breathing and so forth, how am I supposed to loose up that part of the body, that heart area, inside, not outside, inside of the body? Okay, and 6 healing sound is not the making the sound, trying to get this heat or that heat or this vibration. No, the first things that you need to be able when you say, you relax that inside of your body. Okay, so that's real Qigong, real thing. Okay, where the minimum you loose up your internal organs, the specific internal organs, and of course you help blood circulation, oxygen circulation with that, because you're not suffocate, you're not tensing up, but you're losing it. There's the theory and practice of the 6 healing sound of the ancient Chinese. Now, if we don't know that that is the reality of one be able to loose up this heart area while the diaphragm moving upward when you're exhaling really finely, one will not know what happened. One will not be able to develop that. And also, The bottom line is that if this frame, this body, if this body is not handled properly, relax, loose up entirely, open up, but if it tense up, there's no way you can handle the internal before you can handle this. It is that. Now, say even people who practice the Wing Chun 1960s, now you heard many people talk about this internal and so forth. The minute you see that they clamp their knee and using like try to make triangle shape, you know it is over. The game's over. Why? Because they do not follow their body to get into the natural world, to let the body loose up. So as soon as people say this spine and all this thing and say that there's internal by the ancient Chinese practice standard, not Hendrix standard, is out already. That never is internal art. Okay? I can share with you. There are many martial artists, okay, in traditional Chinese martial art, Wing Chun, or even our friends who practice MMA, who have took my class on the 613-3 or the 6 healing sound. They found out right away what happened. They actually do not handle their body in a loose way. After they get into this natural world, nobody have to tell one what is right or wrong. Once you get into the natural world, you say, oh my God, how come my injury in last year or 5 years ago, it show up? What? That means we tense it. We don't really relax those stuff or loose up those stuff to help it heal. We tense it. We like cover it up. Okay? So, without be able to loose up the body, both inside, outside, and inside, we really practically don't know what is internal. Just face it. Okay? So, you need a process, and you need to practice it lay down first. Why laying down? Well, as in the Wing Chun Inception I showed, you have all the specifications of laying down. Why is this? This is like let you like not zero gravity, but let you really let the body, you place the body in the place that you have really low chances for you to tense it up. It's like those what they call the zero gravity floating tank. You put inside there, okay, or the weightless tank. You know those kind of thing when people practice those type of practice. Laying down is putting ourselves on bed so that the body have less chance to tense it up, where we have no idea we tense up. Like we stand like this. There are many places in our body. Most people today is tensing up their neck, their back, their shoulder because of our computer works. So if we don't know about this and we go practice like the 6 healing sound or internal, well, good luck. Those things is actually tensing and we don't even know. If those are tensing, how can we loose up the internal? We can. So that's why you need to lay down. You need to a proper position to lay down, like I share with you just now in the Wing Chun Inception. And you're following the process, you get into it. Okay? Until one can experience it in the laying down, one will not be able to experience or reproduce it in standing or in sitting. While some genius might be able to do that, 1 out of 1 million, but you look around in the world for past 50 years, people talk about practicing Qigong internal. How many get into that state? 0.000001. Now you have a process like the in Wing Chun Inception. Everybody can get there. Okay, some might get deeper, some is less deeper, but everybody can enter. That is what we need. Engineering, not selling. What do you call it? Making claim without thing to back up, and empty words like you keep standing your stand and then you'll get it. 6 healing sound, you practice it, you will get it someday. Well, what do you mean? We want to be able to handle every details, key details, or else you're not going to get it. Or even you get there is unrepeatable or really unstable. This is just a reality. So most Qigong doesn't work. Why? It never get into the standard of the ancient. It doesn't know what the ancients is targeting to do. Okay. Now, of course, like in the Wing Chun Inception, you got this process, but then you have this heart rate stuff and this heart rate variability to check yourself. Do you really get in there? Or what is the problem? If a student send me their heart rate and so forth, you can read at it and then you say, okay, probably this have an issue. You can diagnose that and then you can help. You can correct it. Without that, who knows what's going on? Or you have Qigong, I have Qigong, he have Qigong. So what is Qigong? But right now, as I shared yesterday in that video, well, show me your heart rate variability, or your breathing rate. Now, today, if you have a watch like this Garmin or Polar, you can track the entire, when you go into practice the nurture Qi in the Wing Chun Inception, you can track that. As soon as you follow the instruction, guarantee you get in. The only matter is some deeper, some not as deep, and when your body probably is sick, it is getting down, getting into it slower, because this is dependent on your body. Okay, and as for the heart rate variability, you can check it before you train you go train your Qigong, or in this case the nurture Qi. You can check it before and you can check it after. Okay, see whether you really have the rest and your heart rate variability going up. That means you have a recovery. Okay, so it is like in the H model. In the H model here is for recovery here. Okay. Now the heart rate variability tools today is just a few dollars. If you have an iPhone, just get this. Okay. Camera heart rate variability. Okay. A few dollars. You just use your iPhone before you, even if you don't have this, before you get into the practice the nurture Qi, you check your heart rate variability, and it show you your heart rate too. And then you practice. And then after you practice, you check your heart rate variability is there. If you can put your finger a long time there, it tracks the entire thing and so forth for the entire process. So if you have a phone, you can put your finger there. Okay, you operate this device. Just make sure that you put your phone, something tied into your phone so that you can relax. You can take the snapshot of the entire thing, how it changed. A few dollars. So, with a very specific process, a well-designed process, with a scientific verification, everybody can get it. And once you get it, you start to know your body better. Because the key is to know your body. Before even you talk about energy, this, energy, that. Or breathing this, breathing that. Know your body. Know where is your body, which is you usually tense up and you don't even know. Correct that. Help the body to correct it. Because sometimes you ignore it, sometimes you just go press it down, okay? So, Qigong, internal meditation, big deal. One day, if you go through this thing, you have the Garmin watch, okay, or the heart rate variability. Try it a few times a day. So you work probably half an hour here, half an hour there, and so forth. One day you get it. You know right away, oh, this is the natural world. And then you can start from there, going deeper and deeper, loosening up external first, and then loosening up internal. And then you know, oh, this spine has to work this way. This joint has to work this way. That's internal. Okay? The ancient Chinese is really scientific, pragmatic engineering type of mentality. Like, as in, if you read my book, Kung Fu 1560, you know general Qigong is like that. So that's what I said. If those guys come to Silicon Valley today, there will be some CEO or VP engineering or COO type of people. They are not those philosophers living in the cave. The Zen monk is super sharp guy, okay? You BS them, they know right away. Why? Mind is really clear. They can check their body. Today, most Qigong and internal stuff, they have lost this. So you might challenge me, Hendrik, why do you say most of this internal art guy, they lost it? Very simple. If you know your body, you look at in fighting, don't you know that there's momentum? Don't you know that there's got nothing to do with your chi, your all this thing? And don't you know that the chi is like your body's calorie, how much food you eat, those calories, instead of something flow like electricity. If you really being there, don't you know that what is what? Your energy, you want to flow. You need to be able to loose up that part, the channel part. If you don't loose up the channel part, it will not flow. Energy is energy. It's not like what today people say, oh, it's like electricity. You know, you can kid people. But in the real life, that's why you cannot prove it to the Western science. Cannot prove it to the Western medicine. What are you doing? Yet you look at the yoga people, the yogic, they do experiment like in Harvard and so forth. So they find out this heart rate variability and all kind of stuff. The brainwave. Those are the thing we want to go. Okay? Not selling snake oil like in the Chinese Kung Fu movie. Oh, Tai Chi, this Tai Chi, that Tai Chi. So what is Tai Chi? So this is what I like to share with you. It's a really serious style. This style has been wasted millions of dollars, millions of hours of us human beings and go nowhere. Time to straighten things up.